Creating a vendor in SAP might sound technical, but trust me, it's quite straightforward. The key here is accuracy. One wrong entry, and you'll have a mystery vendor haunting your records. Always ensure compliance with company guidelines. Before hitting save, double-check everything because once it's in, it's official. Let's get started. I'm Emma Grace, an IAM expert with 10+ years of hands-on experience designing and deploying identity solutions that scale. I specialize in helping organizations implement secure, user-friendly access controls that reduce risk, meet compliance, and support growth without adding complexity. All right, let's begin. Open SAP and head to the transaction field. The magic word here is FK01. Think of it as the secret password to vendor creation. Once entered, you'll be in the vendor setup section. Just make sure your access is properly configured, or SAP might just give you the cold shoulder. Now, it's time to pick the right account group. This defines how the vendor is handled in your system. Next, type in the company code, which links the vendor to your organization. Get this part right, because SAP isn't forgiving when it comes to misclassification. Here's a choice. Do you want to manually assign the vendor ID or let SAP work its magic? Either way, it must be unique. No twin vendors allowed. If you don't want the hassle, let the system generate one for you. Just make sure you don't accidentally create two versions of the same vendor. Time to add the vendor's address. Precision matters. An incorrect zip code could send invoices into oblivion. Ensure everything is formatted correctly, so SAP recognizes the details. And yes, proofreading here is a lifesaver. Here, we'll double-check the vendor creation status. Imagine this as giving your freshly baked cake a final look. You wouldn't want to serve it raw in the middle. We'll ensure everything's complete, spot any missing details, and make sure the system confirms it's all good. Let's tackle this like perfectionists, but with a dash of humor. Updating vendor details is like tweaking your online dating profile. You want everything to be perfect. Open FK02 and adjust the vendor details as required. Double-check accuracy and save to lock in those updates. Don't worry, you're doing great at being thorough and efficient. Time to inspect. FK03 lets us view all the vendor details clearly. It's like reading a juicy profile, payment terms, history, and more. Match these with records and note down any discrepancies. Think of this as detective work, but way less dramatic. FK04 is the sleuth's toolkit. Check what's been updated and ensure it's all legitimate. It's like spotting the plot twists in a movie, but here, we aim to resolve rather than dramatize. Keep your focus sharp and catch any unauthorized updates. Assigning a vendor to a purchasing organization is like making sure the right ingredients land in the right kitchen. We link them properly, check policies, and ensure it all aligns. Once it looks perfect, hit save. Mission accomplished. Here, it's time to tie up loose financial ends. Think of it as matching socks from the laundry. We're ensuring everything aligns with accounting standards. Define the reconciliation account, verify details, and save. Simple, right? Configuring payment terms is like deciding who picks up the tab in a group dinner. It needs clear terms. Define terms, choose payment methods, and double-check policies. Once you've got it all set, save it with a nod of approval. Maintaining bank details is serious business. It's like locking up treasures in a safe. Enter the data, verify it twice, trust but verify, and ensure compliance. Once it's all set, hit save and breathe easy. Finally, we're ensuring compliance with SAP guidelines. Think of it as aligning stars. It's detailed but satisfying. Double-check all data, resolve non-compliance, and finalize. This step guarantees everything is polished and ready to go. Great news! We've officially completed the vendor creation process. First, the vendor profile is set up and all the details are in place. Then, the approval stage ensures everything checks out and meets the necessary requirements. Once approved, the vendor is added to our system, making it easier to manage records and transactions. Now, they're all set to collaborate and start doing business. Exciting times ahead. Let's make the most of it. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.